players are ready, vetoes are done. And this is our second series of Group D.
Yeah, that's right. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is our South Korean Protoss. We just finished up seeing him play a very convincing PvP. So he's looking great, looking like he's in good form, and one of the favorites here for Abydos. This is Creator.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Altitude, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Zerg player himself representing Team Liquid. It is Elazer. Oh boy, and we are in the largest map in the map pool. You were saying yourself, we're not afraid of the late game, but a late game with Creator is an interesting one. Again, the last time I saw Creator flaunt that like mass Robo Archon Immortal style was on Altitude as well in WTL, so I wonder if that's his comfort zone. I wonder if we're going to see that again, or if we have something else in store from our Protoss.
Yeah, indeed. So we have seen him, as much as we were talking about some of the builds that he likes to go for, that are a bit more, you know, a bit more just adjacent to standard. I have also seen him doing things like going for disruptor drops into big 3-base timings.
Yeah.
I feel like he just has a huge range in this matchup.
He really does. He really does. That's one of the most terrifying things about Creator, is that he can mix things up so well here. I know another big thing that he can do is to go for a delayed Archon drop with not a Dark Shrine, but a Templar Archives as well. With this like offbeat Archon drop, he gets a lot of map control, and that kind of leads into this more heavy Archon composition. Or as you were saying, something like disruptor drops as well. Like, he just has so much more available to him. On the side of Elazer, I'm really curious to see what he has to offer as well. Unfortunately, I don't get to cast too much of Elazer. I was able to cast him recently against Lambo in a ZvZ for the replacement match. But of course, that isn't really too applicable to what we have here.
Yeah, I forgot about that replacement match, so yeah, nice that he got to come through. Oh, actually, that was Reyno that came through.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got a bit of a warm-up, got a bit of a taste for the competition, and I'm sure he'll be hoping to get back into that upper bracket and avenge that for himself.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he would, or he's looking to do so, as we have a Stargate opener coming out from Creator. So far, everything is looking normal, everything is looking standard from our Protoss. Likewise, he's going to be moving out with this first handful of Adepts, looking to vie for that map control, just taking control of the Zonagas, and threatening some of these mineral lines.
Some of these.
Oh boy. Have you thought about the coffee yet? Has it tempted your mind?
Coffee? Oh, hell no.
Oh. You're not gonna
I
stay
didn't think about Diablo.
You're not gonna stay up for all of DreamHack, maybe? For all of ESL Masters?
Might die.
Oh. We'll die together, Poppy. As he has to shade into the main.
Yeah, Creator does maneuver himself there into that main, forces out a lot of links, gets the full scout on that fact as well, and also 3 drones, which we do get to see from the lovely Gameheart.
Yeah, shout out to the players for allowing us to use the Resist Gameheart here in this game. The Oracle is going to be diving on in. There is no Spore. We're going to be able to get one more drone, maybe a second, but oh, we're overstaying our welcome here. Creator takes a lot of hits. Does get 2 drones, barely escapes with his life. At the same time, Lynx do go for a bit of a counterattack, but we are not Hearthstone. We don't have a third, because that would be crazy.
Yeah, he almost loses that Oracle there, taking down those 2 extra drones, so got to be careful, but behind this, goes for a Void Ray as the second unit. This is something that I don't see too often.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Void Ray does come out with this, which is very out of the norm, as you were pointing out, to hunt down these Overlords, to keep a Elazer in the dark, and because it's so out of the norm as well, I'm sure a bunch of things are going to be going through Elazer's mind. Is it going to be something like Sky Toss? Is something else coming out as we do later invest into a second Oracle?
Yeah, it's a late third as well. I wonder if he thought he was being all in.
Yeah, I'm curious as well what the rationale behind this was, as both oracles are going across the map and looking for some more damage to catch some of these transferring workers. The Void Ray still hunting down whatever overlords he can get, and he gets another 2 drones.
Yeah, 2 drones go down. Elazer's going to be pulling those overlords back, making sure that they're safe. So you do see a robo follow up behind this forge. So going to be skipping out on that Twilight Council, not getting blinked, not getting charged for a while yet.
Yeah, this is very creator-esque. Again, he avoids charge, he avoids blink for a more robo-based or more like a heavy tech army instead. We'll see if he can get away with it. This does mean that he has less map control. It means he has less map presence as well. He's going to be relinquishing that to his opponent, and I guess that's also why he invests into this Void Ray. You know, he has to have something active on the map, something to help scout as well and keep tabs on his opponent.
And there we go. The Twilight Council comes down now, but quite a little bit later. So let's see what he wants to do with that forge. But oh my goodness, these oracles are getting so much damage. Elazer taking a big gamble here. I believe this is literally called the Polish Gambit. The other Zerg players like to name it after him. But 8 drones going to be going down.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? We're going to keep on going because 2 more Adept show up as well. They get 2 more drones. They get 3 more drones as well before they get cleaned up. 11 workers in total. Oh, the economy of Elazer not looking too good behind this. We are commencing that Immortal production. We have Charge on the way, a Templar Archives as well for those High Templar, for those Archons.
Okay, so yeah, that's looking like it's going to be the style that you were talking about with the Archons and Immortals getting charged as well. Doesn't really feel the need to get Blink here, so we'll be saving a bit of money with that.
Yeah, he will. And of course, with that, Elazer is free to expand and take more bases, but he's been having a hard time keeping up with his worker counts. Again, the harass has been a little bit insane so far. Looking at the units lost tab, 20 drones have gone down already this game, and as a result, Elazer just hasn't really been able to get to that ideal drone count where he can start focusing on his tech and on his army.
It's insane. Yeah, he's going to be... Okay, Creator is taking that forward. Going to be poking forward. Oh, some beautiful force fields, but Elazer with some nice link movement. Going to be getting most of those out of there. Good reaction time there, but behind this we see Creator going up into that second robo, going into the robo bay as well. So looks like he might want to be playing a Colossus style here. This is, yeah, so out of the norm. A bit of a kind of old school, almost Wings of Liberty style Protoss.
I would even say Heart of the Storm as well, you know, like it's just not seen too often. The big reason for it is because if you remember in Legacy of the Void, that was the introduction to the Lurkers, and that kind of spelled a bit of an end to Ground Toss. That was when we had the rise of Sky Toss and Double Stargate Void Ray and all that good stuff, or evil stuff. I never want to see it again, but
yeah. I mean, I suppose Ravages as well, because this style works so much better when you can cut up the army with force fields.
Exactly.
And did Colossus get nerfed?
They did.
Colossus got nerfed at some point, right?
I wanna say they did. There's been so many patches to the game, but there we go. We do have.
I would hope they did. They're pretty bad now.
They were once amazing, Papi. As yeah, we do have that double Colossus production underway. Again, a heavy ground toss composition. Elazer hasn't been able to see too much of this as he has run up to 84 and he's working on his main assault. Ling, Bane, Roach, Ravagers looking to rain down upon this 4th base.
Yeah, huge army coming through, and Creator has played a very passive game. Hasn't been making a huge amount of units. Very tech heavy. Just generally technical army, and Elazer showing huge respect to that.
Yeah, you could argue maybe too much respect because Elazer is maxed out. He needs to do something with his army. He cannot let Creator get away with this, get away with all of this tech, and we'll see if Creator can, you know, fortify his 4th bases. For the time being, he's trying to distract Elazer, trying to keep him back at home, but no, Elazer, he doesn't take the bait. Oh my god, there are so many banelings.
Yeah, Elazer just pumps all of his money into banelings. Cool to see him doing this after telling Chappie to do it. So it gives Chappie the good stuff. I like it.
Yeah, you know, when you said the Polish Gambit, I was about to say it's very Chappie-esque. I know Chappie does the same thing. But here we go. The banelings are rolling on in. Force fields are looking okay, but we are running out of force field energy.
Ooh. Bailey's getting on top of everything from the battery to the Colossus. Beautiful splitting up of those Colossus by Creator. I can't believe how well that went for him.
Yeah, the Bailings, they don't trade well against Colossi. As you were saying, the splits were looking pretty damn good as well. And with barely any units, with 3 Colossi, 2 Immortals, 1 Void Ray, and 1 Adept, Creator he holds.
That was some very impressive micro from Creator. Kind of stutter stepping both Colossus back in separate directions.
Yeah.
That's really difficult to do.
Yeah, exactly. And with that finesse, with that control, he's kind of almost weathered the worst of it. We do have a second wave being set up, but we won't have anywhere near as many Banelings this time, and as a result, Creator's going to have an easier time defending overall, as he is now worked up towards a 4 Colossus count.
Yeah, the Zealot run by is going to be sent out. They do catch a Ling run by, so both of them are like, I saw what you were up to. You're up to the same thing. Don't act like you're innocent.
Yeah, they do catch each other. Meanwhile, Elazer's main army does get spotted by the Void Ray. Is going to be rotating over towards the center of the map, looking to push on straight forward. And Creator, he does have a shield battery behind this. He does pop the overcharge. Up.
Yeah, we're going to be having to see some very nice Prism juggling, but looks like he's prioritizing, focusing on making sure that those Bailings don't get huge connections with the probes. They do get pretty decent connections with the probes in the end, but importantly, Creator keeps all of his tech alive.
Yeah, that's the thing. Creator, his economy is in shambles. He just loses his entire mineral line, but he cleans up the army and he's going for a counterattack.
Yeah, and this is a terrifying counterattack. This is why this style can be really scary. The style that Elazer's been playing against a high-tech Protoss army like this is, if you do spend all of that and you don't have the bank to refresh all these Banelings, if you just dump all of your gas into Banelings like this, it can be incredibly difficult to hold such a high-value army.
It really can be. Banelings do finish up. They do take down the Zealots at least, but the base is going to be going down to Elazer. He does give it up. He goes for a massive Ling counterattack at the same time, but it feels like Creator is all in anyway. At this point, he wants to end the game with this push.
Yeah, Creator wedging himself between the bases here, and Elazer trying to buy himself as much time as he can to get those Banelings, to get those Ravagers, to make this army as high quality as he possibly can. There are no force fields, so the Banelings do have potential to get on top of the Colossus, but oh my goodness, the Colossus just smashing through everything. Elazer might have enough here, though.
Oh, it's looking so damn close. 1 Colossus went down to the Lings. It looks like we are losing the buffer. There are 3 Colossi remaining. They do shave off a lot of the army here, but again, Creator, he just doesn't have any more longevity in this game. He has to end the game with what he has, and Elazer is remaxing.
Yeah, that fourth is gone, so Creator's been starved out, and as you were saying, he just didn't really preserve enough of that buffer during that fight. He is going to be warping in a few more Archons, a few more Zealots as well, so he will have one last wave, one last crack at this, and I would love to see him bring the Prism along for a bit of extra micro potential on the Colossus as well.
He needs to keep these Colossi alive, and they are so battered, they are so bruised, they are so close to going down. And it looks like he's going to rotate around. He's looking for a bit of a better angle. Elazer does scout. He does check to see if the 4th base has been retaken. He confirms that it has not. He knows that he still needs to make nothing but army.
Yeah, he knows that all he needs to do here is hold, and there we go. We do see all of that gas being dumped into Banes once again. Creator going to be cautiously moving forward with these Colossus, and Elazer happy to comply. It tries to take them down, and there's just so many roaches here.
Yeah, exactly. 2 Archons go down. The 3rd Archon barely survives the assault as well. And even though Creator is trading relatively efficiently, he loses another Colossi. And these are Colossi he cannot remake.
Yeah, these are basically his hero units right here, these Colossus. He is doing everything that he can with them. Behind this, we are getting the 4th up. Nice focus fire going down the Banes, but he loses one more Colossus here. Final engagement is going to be going down. I feel like the numbers just aren't here for Creator.
Yeah, they are not. He's running out of steam. 1 Colossi remains and 2 Archons as well. And it looks like Elazer should have enough to clean this up. The mass Baneling style from Elazer paying out quite well for himself. GG gets called. Elazer takes game number 1.
GG. Very solid game coming out from Elazer. Just kind of played his win condition in a very clean, straightforward way, and it worked out great for him.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. Creator, unfortunately, he was forced all in. As we saw, the second assault at his fourth base did clean up his mineral line, and off of that, Creator was kind of forced to commit to his counterattack. And as he was counterattacking, his fourth was completely cleaned up, so there was no turning back around. And yeah, Elazer just did a great job at just trading out his army, quickly rebuilding as well, and that's something that you can pull off on altitude. It takes quite some time to counterattack, not like a smaller map like Neo Humanity, for example.
They burnt the boats, puppy. No going back.
No going back. And just like that, Elazer is one game away from advancing on here into a qualifying match. And I'm very impressed. Very impressed so far with Elazer. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely. He made that look easy, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be having another large map here, so going to be on Creator to try to change how he approaches this. This is, we are on Cistern, and this is a map that we have been seeing glaives reasonably often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have seen quite a bit of glaive adepts here, and Creator is not one to shy away from the glaives, so he could look to take advantage of that as well. But this is another large map. I do think that if Creator wanted to, I do think that the style that he went for in that last game is kind of like what he's used to. That's like his safe space. So he may be prone to do that again, and if he does, I'm concerned for him.
Yeah, that's right. But here we go. Has a chance to get back into this one now, and he is here in the top right hand corner. He is the red Protoss. For Abydos, this is Creator.
Spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Zurich player representing Team Liquid. It is Elazer. Let's go. It was the 15 hatchback.
Oh, the natural gets down at the natural.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
He went for the 15 hatch puppy. You love to see it. Elazer, obviously a big fan of Eric, a big fan of the CranKy Ducklings, and he does go for the gas geyser, go for the extractor trick as well into the 15. We love to see it. 15 hatch, 15 pool. Beautiful.
And where does the 15 hatch 15 pool come from?
From endurance, righteousness, intellect, kangaroo, papi. Came from Eric.
Beautiful.
Oh god. So yeah, with this, Elazer is going to be able to get his natural up and running. Will mean that he'll have a greater defensive bonus here if he does go up against something like Glaive Adepts. So that may deter Creator from going for such a thing.
Yeah, the hatchery at the natural has veterancy, so by the time that a devs hit, it will have +1.
Yeah, there you go. My brain isn't working right now, but I'm trying to think of other like bonuses. I can't. Yeah.
It's gonna have like ramparts.
Yes.
There's gonna be walls on top of the walls. The queens are going to be like throwing down hot oil from the walls.
Yeah, it gains thrashing, which means it actually pierces through armor as well.
Okay.
It's able to run over you. The hatchery, I mean.
A piercing hatchery.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Mad Max style, like it just jumps on wheels and starts running over the adepts.
No, it just unburrows like a spine. It scuttles at you.
Spins like a spinning top.
Yeah, like a barbarian.
Third goes down as well. Man, this probe is not having luck today.
It's not. It's really not. As it gets up and running, even without the use of lings as well. So Creator unable to keep up with that initial, with the expansion denials of his opponents. Meanwhile, across the map, a ling slips into the main base and does confirm the opener. Confirms at least the Stargate.
Yeah, that's right. So it is going to be that Stargate opener coming out from Creator. But Creator has shown already that he can play a pretty wide variety of styles from this opener.
Yeah, exactly. It could be similar to last game, or it could be something completely different. He does have the versatility to do so, so we'll be keeping an eye on Creator. Meanwhile, Elazer has been able to happily expand at all of his locations, drone up as well, and now it's going to be on him to make sure this time he doesn't take as much damage. If you remember, Elazer was having a really hard time keeping up with the aggression of Creator. All in all, Creator, he killed 20 drones last game. 20 drones leading up to, you know, the initial, the final push. Oof.
Yeah, and it's happening again. Elazer made so many lings, but he still can't keep these adepts off the drones. 5 drones, 6 drones going down. Oh, the Oracle's going to come in and add to his woes, and this is just disastrous for Elazer. This is game-ending damage right here.
This is game-ending damage. For 13 drones to go down this early on, for the Oracle to survive, for an Adept to survive, for another Oracle to be on the horizon. Oh, this is a disastrous start for our Polish Zerg.
Yeah, insane damage here from Creator. Basically trades 1 Adept and some health for 13 drones.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to happen.
It really isn't. And you could argue, to be fair, last game, you know, Creator also did a lot of economic damage and he still lost. Yes, but not this early on, and not with so little losses as well. This is just going to be snowballing even more so than that previous game, because now we have 2 Oracles. We even have... I love it. We have a Phoenix as well, so we can pick up that Queen. We can get even more out of control.
Yeah, this is such a good play against Elazer specifically, because Elazer does like to skip spores and just have these 2 queens. And 1 queen on its own cannot stop this.
It really can't. As we just saw, 7, 8 more drones do go down. We see Creator finally forced out of the main base, but in total, 21 drones have fallen for 1 Oracle and 1 Adept.
I love how, because there's an Overlord there as well, the Phoenix slides out backwards, so it's just like doing the finger guns as it leaves the base.
Just moonwalking out of the main base. Aye. As the Overlords are being forced back because of said Phoenix back at home, Creator once again is going to be investing into some earlier Immortals, and he may be looking to delay that Twilight Council for a second time.
Yeah, okay, he's going to be going for the fast robo again, delays that Twilight Council, throwing down a good amount of extra gateways too, and with the sentries coming out, I'm smelling a push here.
Yeah, definitely. We can see a big push on the horizon. For the time being, Creator, he wants more. He wants more harassing damage. The Adepts and the Oracles are showing up, and what do we have to defend? We have 5 Lings! Oh, no. We have 5 Lings, Papi. If Creator goes for those mineral lines again, I don't think that he can be stopped.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to put that together, though. It looks like this squad was just sent forward to clear up a little bit of creep here, but it is going to be joined pretty shortly by the extra Oracles, by the Immortals. I think Creator realizes with that shade that there's just not that much at home, so everything is going to be coming across the map now. Yeah,
I love this from Creator. There's no Forge, there's no Twilight Council. We do have a Bay behind this, but for the most part, Creator is going for an Immortal gateway army push, and things are snowballing very quickly out of control. Elazer is trying to muster up an army as we speak. He has roaches on the way, but his upgrades are still a ways off.
Yeah, nice force field is going to be sandwiching the roaches, so beautifully done there. Going to be confirming a few kills there. Oh wow, really fantastic force fields, and the Immortals will just mince meat individual roaches when they are force fielded like that. Wow, Creator is just masterfully executing this push.
He's upset. He's after game 1, he's like, nah, mate, not again. He was just testing the waters. He was skill checking his opponent, but now he is here with a massive army. We do have a couple of roach, or we have a decent roach ravager army force amassing here for Elazer, but here come the reinforcements.
Yeah, I mean, dribbling in like this is just not going to be enough with the amount of DPS that this Immortal represents, especially. This is something where the Zerg needs an absolutely overwhelming victory to the fight, and it's just not going to get that at all. Looks like Creator is going to be taking game 2, and a very one-sided game 2 in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Just his multitasking, his aggression was just far too much for Elazer to keep up with. I'm sure he was maybe hoping for another passive game out of Creator, but alas, that is not what we saw. Creator did smell blood in the water. He does go for the kill. That Immortal's looking exposed, and it will get surrounded by the drones. Very nicely done here by Elazer. Wow.
Yeah, that was sick. He actually used the drones to cut off the escape route of that Immortal and confirms the kill that way. And I was calling the game over, but I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Elazer, he holds on. I mean, his drone count is still non-existent. He is very all-in right now. He's going to be sending everything across the map. Unfortunately, he's going to be running into disruptors. If you remember, as Creator pushed out, he did throw down a bay, and he has been commencing disruptor production, so Creator should be safe against any kind of push, depending on these Novas, depending on the connections.
Yeah, really great presence of mind from Creator there to realize that basically the only way this is getting held is with a lot of roaches. And the only thing he has to worry about after that is a roach counterattack. So makes so much sense. Really good stuff from Creator, just checking all those boxes ahead of time. And ooh, can he keep this disruptor alive? This is going to get a little bit scary.
Yeah, it really is. The Overcharge is putting in a lot of work. We do have another Nova going off, and it looks like it will find a connection with two of those roaches and a Ravager as well. Despite that, the boys, they have to be pulled. This is getting quite close. Elazer, can he break through?
Yeah, it is getting really close, as you were saying. Disruptor's not going to be getting a huge amount of damage done. Elazer looking to break through, actually. I don't believe it. Creator looked like he was absolutely crushing this game, but now he is in huge trouble to the counterattack.
He really is. The Novas were good, but not good enough. One more Ravager goes down. The third base is going to fall, and just like that, we now have a comparable economic position here for both players, but Elazer does have his third and his fourth base up and running. And Creator's being contained to two bases.
Yeah, I don't understand. It was looking so good for Creator, and now he's just dead.
Yeah, he's in a really rough position. It looks like he's being forced into a two-base all-in, essentially. He's going to be going for some disruptor drops, and there's always a lot of potential with these, but we'll see if he can really have them pay for themselves, because the Queens are in position, and they're going to deny entry here at the Prism. Oh, God, no!
Oh, yeah, Creator's going to go for it anyway. He does pick off one Queen, and he only trades shields and a tiny bit of hull damage, so I do think that is worth it here, but he's still not able to get that third up.
Yeah, exactly. Still no third base, and as all this has been happening, Elazer has been droning. He has gone up to 61 workers. That is enough to facilitate himself to be able to just amass an army to contend with Creator. And now Creator, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Creator going to be pushing across the map here. We have a pretty huge amount of lings here for Elazer. We're looking to get some big disruptor shots, but having to cancel that one and almost losing it as well.
Yeah, I mean, while the lings go for a counterattack, they confirm the lack of base. They confirm the Creator is all in, and the Creator, he turns back around. He doesn't want to die here and now to the ling counterattack. He has to respect it. He has to focus on cleaning this up first.
Yeah, I kind of can't believe it, but Elazer now in just a commanding position in this game, and I love what he's doing with these lings as well.
Exactly, just keeping Creator pinned back at home. As you were saying, Creator is all in, and as time goes on, the game is getting better and better here for Elazer. But I mean, we still have those two Novas, and they still do provide they still do kind of mean quite a lot here in the army of Creator, but can they make up for a 70 or a 60 supply deficit? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, that is the question. We have the disruptors, we have the sentries, there's a lot of micro potential. Looks like Elazer's going to go for the snipe. He gets it as well. Amazing stuff though.
Yeah, only one disruptor left here for Elazer. That's all he has to work with right now, and oh, sorry, one disruptor left for Creator, I should say, and he's going to try to go for another warp in. He does have 3 Archons with his army. He's going to go for one last-ditch effort.
Yeah, he's just going to send it up the ramp here. He does have the force field. He has the disruptors as well. Good splits from Elazer. The Banes get on top of everything. GG is called. And Elazer kind of makes Zerg look a bit broken. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea how he won that game.
GG, well played. You say Zerg looked broken. Really, it was the drones that looked broken. Because the drones getting us around on that Immortal, killing the Immortal when they did.
Sick, yeah.
Let's be real. If that Immortal had survived that, or if it was able to pull back in time and keep that push going, we would have had a very different game. So that was, I feel like, almost the game-winning move for Elazer. That was insane.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, does this opener the Creator's doing just suck or something? Because that early game went about as good as it possibly could have. He killed, I think, 21 drones.
Yep. Yeah, 21 drones. He killed 21 drones for 1 Oracle and 1 Adept. Like, that was the best opener that Creator could have had. But I think at the same time, maybe it goes to show the failings of his follow-up, right? Like, very rarely do we see Creator go for like a regular Twilight Council follow-up with it, with Blink or with Charge or anything like that. Like, he always goes for these kind of low-tech army follow-ups, and as we saw, there's not that much longevity with that army. When we had the initial or the follow-up, the counterattack from Elazer, we didn't have Blink for the Stalkers, so they were dying one after the other. They weren't anywhere near as potent or powerful as they usually are. It's just a really odd dynamic, because usually Protoss players have Blink by then, and Creator didn't, because he doesn't go for that, so it's just a very unique matchup here between Elazer and Creator.
Yeah, 100%, but Elazer definitely just looked like the stronger player on the day. They were convincing games. To come back from that kind of deficit is very impressive, so he will take the 2-0, and deservingly so, and it goes on ahead.
Yeah, GG, well played. Congratulations to Elazer. A powerful result here. And he needs a powerful result because he's already got his opponent ready and waiting. Hero, the best Protoss in Korea, 2-0'd Trigger like he was nothing. And he's been patiently waiting for Creator to face off in another PvP. Little does he know that it's not Creator, Papi. It's Elazer.
Yeah, okay, so Elazer, he gets through level 1, takes out the second best Protoss in Korea, and now he's going to get the number 1 Protoss in Korea. He gets the inventor of that Oracle style that has been an absolute menace for all Zergs for at least a year now.
There you go. Also, be careful what you say in my presence, because I am a Classic fan, and in my eyes, Classic is the number 2 Protoss. But one of the best Protoss nonetheless. So a really good result here from Elazer, and now he's going to be moving on to face the final boss himself in a qualifying match. The winner of this next series will make it into the knockout bracket. The loser gets knocked down to the lower bracket.
Yeah, that's right. So either way, these two players have made it really far into this bracket. So whoever does drop down will still be in the lower bracket final, and if they win that match, they still qualify. So both of them getting 2 shots here to go through, and meanwhile, the rest of the bracket has a bit of a longer path ahead of them.
Exactly. And yeah, we're kind of in a way nearing the end here. If you're a Creator fan, and I know there are a lot of them out there, myself included, I appreciate Creator, and I love how emotional he is, and it's a bit of a rarity that you see amongst a lot of the Koreans, especially back in the day. But Creator does have another chance. He's going to be facing off against Mixu in the lower bracket, so he's going to be fighting his way back up at a chance of revenge, and I do worry about that. We have seen certain players 2-0'd initially, and then in the lower bracket they get 2-0'd. We have seen the Team GP maneuver, Papi, the advanced Team GP maneuver, utilized quite well tonight. So I do worry if Elazer and Creator do have a rematch.
Yeah, Elazer has to win this one, because Hero might be tough. He might be the number 1 Protoss in Korea, but Creator with the buff from the Revenge series is even better than that.
It's true. You're not wrong, Papi. You're not wrong. Oh boy. So we'll keep our eye on that. We'll definitely keep our eye on that as we are looking to get ready for our next matchup. The players just conducting their vetoes as we speak. Oh boy, and yeah, upsets all around. It's such a shame. We were talking about it coming into this. It's such a shame that Elazer, Creator, and Hero, they have to knock each other out. Like, I would love all 3 of them to advance on. They are all worthy of being in the next round, but there can only be 2. There can only be 2.
Yeah, that's right. So if it does end up being Elazer and Hero that go through, that'd be a real shame for Creator, because I think he is worthy of that knockout bracket at least. Yeah,
exactly. So we'll see. We'll see how this does come to pass. It looks like for the time being, though, Hero is a little bit MIA. So we're going to be waiting here for him to show himself. So until then, we're going to be going on a short break. Take this moment to hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, drain all your disruptors, massage your marines, Papi. And when we return, the qualifying match, Elazer versus Hero.
That's it. See you soon.